Clock is running, Dad.
Come on,
It's
come on.
on.
Let him hear you backstage. Come on.
Come on, Dad.
Let him hear you backstage. He's not coming out, so just a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Dexter Griffith, a little slow up here, but it's really good to be here. I was confused about March 31st, and I thought about it. Why was I being so blocked and confused? Because I told my family members, some of my sisters, my brothers, if I ever do a paid thing, which this is apparently, I mean, I'm not looking for any more answers, but that, well, I mean, no, we don't get paid, but I mean, people who come in have to pay. That I would invite my family, so I got blocked and nervous about that. But I am coming off a cruise. I went on a cruise, and people told me there's a lot of eating, a lot of swaying, and that sort of stuff. But we had 20% of our cruise was spring breakers, so the boat did move a lot because of that. And I just remember getting up in the morning and thinking that I heard the news that you gain like 7 pounds in 1 week, average per cruise goer. And all I did was eat. I remember going to breakfast and then going around the ship and then going back again for breakfast, eating 2 breakfasts. And then same thing for dinner. Eat dinner at 5 and eat dinner again at 10:30. It's something I do. But that's something, it's something I do. And that's the only thing. And somebody was mentioning porn movies, that you could take a movie and make it funny into porn. I thought of one for you. This gentleman over here. Saving Private Ryan. Now there's a porn film that just came out called Shaving Ryan's Privates. Okay, that's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Okay, I just got a story for you. Since it's getting pretty messy up here with sex stuff, I figured I'd pick a semi-messy. I don't know if I can get as messy as some, but I'm sure I can. But there was a time when I was like 21 years old. I got maybe laid once in my life, once or twice in my life, and I was 21, so that's pretty bad. The first time I was 19, and I was in Tijuana, and I paid for it. My first time I paid for it. I figured, thank you. I figured this group would like that. When we were 18, when we were 17 and 18, we had a rule, me and my buddies and friends and people in our neighborhood in Pearl River, that if you didn't get laid by 18, you have to commit suicide. So I didn't quite have the balls to do that, so I got laid at 19 in Tijuana. But later on, I went to a bar in Emerson, New Jersey, and the prettiest girl there was in the middle of the room, and it was a band, it was a dance bar, and it was really pretty cool. And I ended up weaving my way over and standing next to her, and started mentioning stuff, and I said, you know, who's your favorite person in the band? She goes, well, who's your favorite person? And so she said, I said, well, I like everybody there but the band, everybody there but the drummer. And so she said, the drummer's my boyfriend. So it kind of like messed it up. So I immediately walked away, and I looked over at the bar, which was one of these short stool bars, and it was a girl there with a Band-Aid on her face, big Band-Aid. And so I figured I'd start chatting her up, and within 5 minutes we were in my Volkswagen Bug in the front seat. But she seemed to know how to work that, you know. She got on top, and then soon afterwards, before I had a happy ending, 2 police officers on either side of the car came up, and both had their flashlights like an angle like this, down at this. He made her pull off at the shiny thing, and they just were like, oh my God, you know. And so they said, let me see her license. I want to see how old she is. And her name was Marianne McParland. I still remember. This was back in my aunt. Marianne McParland. Yes.
My granddaughter.
You know her. So they whispered in my ear that she had done everybody in high school already. So I don't know where I guess they were in high school with her to know that. But I pulled up my pants. They made me drive her home. They followed me 2 cop cars, and they had me sit in front of her house and sleep it off, I guess. And they kept coming back. And finally they came back one more time, and I realized that my underwear had like strapped around my knees when I quickly pulled them up when that scene happened. So I said, I gotta fix it. So I went to go fix it. They quietly pulled up behind and walked on the side of the car. Saw me do it, they go, "Oh, you're trying to finish it off." That's not a good punchline. That's not a good punchline. But that's kind of the end. She ended up going out with all my friends, by the way. She just very nice girl. Then there was this girl that I met online. I got 1 minute to tell this story, so tell it quick. I was looking for an upright washing machine, and you know, like a piggyback washing machine, and I called, and actually it wasn't online, I didn't have internet back then, but I went to her house, and she had the dryer and washing machine both filled with panties, right? And she had her hair up like Bambi, like this, with a rubber band up like this, and but her idea of sex was I was to do her, but she wouldn't do me. But she had a boyfriend, so she, of course, you know, that's the way it had to be. She could have me do her with my hand, and then she wouldn't do me. But there's a punchline to this, but I don't have enough time to make one up. But that's about it. Thank you.
All right, Dexter Griffith, ladies and gentlemen, the original comedy of Dexter Griffith. You can do her, but she couldn't do you.
Yeah.
Isn't
that horrible?
Man, it's hard to
Isn't
get
that
it all
horrible?
together. Yeah. I'm trying to visualize that whole thing. Having a difficult time with it. All righty. I think we're ready to move this bad boy along. We're doing good on time. We may bring this bitch in early. How about that? We can have a question and answer period afterwards. A little Q&A.
I got a question.
Oh, you have a question? Yeah, when did you find out you were gay? All right. This guy, very funny guy. I think I saw you the first time up, and watching him develop is a lot of fun. Absolutely, very funny. And he also has a new movie coming out pretty soon. Well, it's actually an old movie, but he's going to release it.
Oh.
What's it called again? It's called
Dave's Saints Dick.
Saints Dick. All right, Dave's Saints Dick. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dave Saints Dick. Ladies and gentlemen, come on.